So we got a lot going on here. So I'm so excited about this. We're going to do the Matthew McConaughey tuna salad, but we're gonna make it vegan. So without any animal products. So instead of tuna salad, I'm gonna be using jackfruit and vegan mayonnaise and all. So anyway, so a little background. Matthew McConaughey was on a podcast, I guess, and was talking about the tuna salad that he makes every Sunday, and he gave the recipe and the ingredients, and everyone has been making it. And I wanted to do a version that didn't have tuna in it, so kind of a no tuna salad. So I thought about using chickpeas, but then that is almost more of a chicken salad than it is a tuna salad. So landed on using jackfruit. So I've got some jackfruit, I've got vegan, but I wanted to be able to make the tuna salad that sounded really good in a way that I didn't have to worry about the meat products. So he did this podcast and told the ingredients, but he didn't tell the measurements. So then there was someone else who took the recipe and kind of applied some measurements, which seemed very reasonable to me. So I'm using that one for measurements, but of course I always change them anyway, so it doesn't matter. But so we're gonna get started. There's a whole lot in this recipe, which is what makes it really interesting. There's apple and red onion, which I have. Of course, it's not tuna salad or no tuna salad without dill pickles, right? Wasabi, which is really interesting. I've got the mayonnaise. He uses some Italian dressing, white wine vinegar, jalapeno potato chips. So, hold on. And corn and peas. So, it's really good though. So, there's quite a lot going on, but this will be fun. So, I've got the jackfruit. So, the thing with jackfruit, I don't like the briny taste of jackfruit. So, I soak it. So, I'm soaking it here took it out of the can, put it in the bowl with some I don't know how you say this, furikake. I guess it's an Asian spice, but it has roasted white sesame seeds, roasted black sesame seeds, some salt, some sugar, and it has black seaweed. So I searched of how to make jackfruit taste like tuna, which is just ridiculous when you think about it. But anyway, okay, so jackfruit tastes like tuna, and they said put some seaweed in it, so soak it in seaweed. So that's what I've done here, and then I'm probably going to add a little bit of this to the recipe as well. So anyway, I have made this, and it was really good. Actually, it was really very good. So we're doing it again. All right, so my jackfruit, I don't know if you guys can see this at all. It's just soaking in water. So I'm going to prepare this by chopping it up, and it'll look like tuna. So you'll see that, and then adding everything in it. Okay. All right, let me get this jackfruit ready. So when I do jackfruit, and I don't do it that often, honestly, because I don't like that briny taste, but in this, actually it doesn't bother me at all, but it comes in these little triangles, and I cut the middle out so you can see it looks like that's kind of more where the core is. So I don't use the core because you have plenty that produces just by using the part that looks like tuna. See, I don't know if you can see when I break it up, it looks like tuna. Anyway, so that's what I do. So I'm going to do that. This will take me just a minute. And then I'll show you what the result looks like. Also, it's got these seeds. I don't really use the seeds either. So probably not going to use those. But I just cut the triangles off and chop it up a little, or cut the core off of it. And there's Millie. Millie, sweetness, I don't think you want this. Okay, so I got the jackfruit kind of shredded, and it does look a whole lot like tuna. So here, I'll just do this. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. But anyway, okay, so it looks a whole lot like tuna. Yeah, so, okay. So now he uses a half cup of mayonnaise. I use this Just Mayo. I like this a lot. Or I make my own mayonnaise out of aquafaba, but I don't have any of that, and I don't want to make it, so I'm going to use this Just Mayo. They have different flavors of this. They have a ranch and a chipotle. This is just a plain Just Mayo. And he uses a half cup, or that's what was recommended. So I'm going to go with that, what is close to that. Just eyeballing. And I'm going to put it in the bowl first because I want to mix the wasabi and the vinegar and the salad dressing together first before I add the jackfruit in. So we're going to do that. So about a half cup of mayonnaise, because I want the wasabi to be stirred in with the mayo, so I can kind of taste, because it can be really spicy, and I don't know how spicy I want it. So that's about a half cup. That's about a half a cup, I guess. Yep, looks good. And then 2 teaspoons of wasabi. That just seems like a whole lot to me. So, probably gonna do a little less than that. So I'm gonna do, I don't know if you guys can see this. So that's probably about a half a teaspoon. So I'm doing about a teaspoon of wasabi. Okay. And that about finishes my 2 out. All right, so half teaspoon of wasabi. And then I think he says, lemon juice also. Let's see, I've got the recipe right here. So 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar. Let's do that. So that's about 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of wasabi paste, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Let's see, if I have a lemon. Do I have a lemon somewhere? Let's do that one. So I have this. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this citrus trumpet thing. I love this thing. I use it all the time. It's so easy to juice lemons or limes or whatever. You just put this in that has the little rasps on it into the lemon and twist it in, and it rinses the inside of the lemon, and you can just squeeze it and get all the lemon juice that comes out of that. So that's probably more than how much, a tablespoon? How much did I say? A tablespoon, right? Okay, so we got that. So, and then the salad dressing, 2 teaspoons of salad dressing. I just picked up this Primal Kitchen. Usually, I haven't purchased salad dressing, and I don't know when. I usually just make my own, but I did it this time. But I did look at this, and this looked pretty good. It's got avocado oil, water, organic red wine vinegar, sea salt, lemon juice, some onion powder, some dried basil. Nothing that I didn't recognize as being a real food. So I felt pretty good about this one. If I can get the top off. There we go. And then, how much did he say it is? 2 teaspoons. So again, I'm just gonna kind of eyeball that. That's what we got. About 2 teaspoons. Okay. All right. So I put all of those in here, and I'm just gonna mix these all up. So this is the mayonnaise, the lemon juice, the wasabi, the Italian dressing, and the vinegar. And that's gonna kind of make the dressing for the tuna salad. Okay. And the beauty of doing it this way is I can test it as we go along and see how much I like it or don't like it, right? Let's see. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, there's that. And now I'm gonna add the jackfruit into that. Okay, so now we just got the dill pickles, the corn, and the peas, the apple, and the red onion to go in there. I'm gonna, there it's my hands. My dish towel is in here. It's not a kitchen without a dish towel, right? It's gotta have a few of those laying around. Okay, so on the dill pickles, oh, and the potato chips, cannot forget these. They actually make a difference. I was going to leave these out originally, but decided to be true to the Matthew McConaughey recipe as much as I could, and they do make a difference. They're fabulous. Okay, so 3 tablespoons of red onion, 3 tablespoons of dill pickles, which we're going to use this. And where's the apple? A 1/4 cup of apple. So, all right, so I've got my onion here. I think this is going to be about 3 tablespoons. It may be a little short, honestly, but we're going with it. And I did go ahead and take the corn and the peas out of the freezer so they can be thawing just a little bit. And you only need a 1/2 cup of each of those. So, oh my gosh, I so need to sharpen my knives. Goodness. Maybe next time, by the time I do another video, I will sharpen them. There's some, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get another knife. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's probably exactly 3 tablespoons. So 3 tablespoons of red onion. Okay. 1/4 cup of apple. I'm going to peel this. I'm going to peel this apple. Okay, so 1/4 cup of apple. I'm using green apple just because I thought that the tart might be better than the sweet. But I think regular apple would be good. And unless you wanted to have a little sweeter taste, and then in which case use a red apple of some sort. But okay, 1/4 cup of green apple. Yay! That is that may be a little more than a 1/4 cup. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in there anyway. All right, so a little more than a 1/4 cup of green apple, and then I got the relish. And that was 3 tablespoons. How much? 3 tablespoons. Well, let me get a measuring spoon. Yeah, I decided to measure at the dill pickles. Isn't that funny? Well, it's because I don't have anything to scoop them out with, so may as well use a measuring spoon to scoop them out. So 1. Again, I'm just using store. 1, 2, 3. And these have some of the juice too when I was giving this out. Okay, so 3 tablespoons of the pickles. Oh my goodness. Millie? No, ma'am. You guys need to get. So 3 tablespoons of the pickles. All right, so the only thing left are the potato chips and the corn and the peas. So it's a half a cup of each on the corn and the peas. So I'm gonna measure these too. Okay, and these are sweet peas, a little baby sweet peas. They're just so yummy. They are really good. I never thought about putting them in tuna salad though, until I heard this recipe, or corn either. So I guess it just kind of bulks it up and adds a different texture and consistency to it. Okay, the corn, the peas, and now the chips, and a third of a cup of potato chips. So I'm going to mix this up a little bit, and then I'll add the chips in. And of course, the bowl is too small. I always do that. The bowl is always too small. I'm so bad at estimating sizes, but I always underestimate and get a bowl that's too small. So true to form. Did it again. Okay. All right. Now, this seems a little thin, honestly. So I may have overdone some of the liquid in the mayonnaise. Beauty with tuna salad is it's tuna salad. So you can, sometimes it's going to be thinner, sometimes it's going to be thicker, whatever. I'll let me put the chips in. Oh, pretty good though. Yum. Oh my gosh. Oh, so good. All right, and then the chips. Third of a cup. Did I put the lemon in? I did put the lemon in. All right, so a third of the cup of chips, and I'm just gonna kind of crush these up and with my hands, I guess. You guys see that? Okay. Oh my goodness. This looks really good. Alright, I'm gonna put some of these in there. And these are kind of hot too. He said specifically use the jalapeno chips, but I guess if you don't like it that spicy, you could use some of the oil and vinegar chips or whatever. But I think the idea is get ones that are really crispy or really crunchy. Right? Okay. All right, so that's it. Now, all right, let me rinse my hands off and then I'm going to stir that in. Okay. Well, that's everything. So we're almost done. So, look how quick that was. Super quick. Super easy, and it's really tasty too. All right. Oh my goodness. Those potato chips, and I was going to leave those potato chips out, but decided, I'm just going to be true to the Matthew McConaughey version. So I'm glad that I did, because it kind of makes them. It gives makes the tuna salad, it gives it a little bit of a crispy. But of course, they're going to go soggy if you leave it in too long. But, Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. That looks so good. All right. Did I put the corn in? I did. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up. Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, I can't, oh, it looks so good. Oh, I get so excited. Okay. Okay, so there's, oh my gosh, isn't that fabulous? That looks so good. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's, here, I'm gonna hold this up again. All right, and now, I'm gonna try it. Let's see if it needs anything. No. Okay, let's try this. This is so good. This is seriously ridiculously good. Try this for sure. Matthew, I gotta hand it to you. I didn't think this was gonna work at all, but this is my go-to tuna salad now. And I eat a lot of this with jackfruit. I like the jackfruit in it. Even that works. That works. It's excellent. Anyway, you guys try this. Oh, you guys try this. All right. This is fabulous. Enjoy this. Enjoy this. Matthew, gotta hand it to you. This is fabulous.